So today's expose, we're talking about Samuel Zachary Guthrie, also known as Cannonball.
Cannonball!
Yes, he's a human mutant, and he's been in lots of different teams over the years. But very popular with the New Mutants. He first appeared in, Marvel graphic novel number 4, The New Mutants, September 1982. So, yeah, created by Chris Claremont, who just had a birthday recently. Happy birthday. Bob McLeod. And, yeah, he's got powers of jet propulsion, and he can create a protective blast field while in the fight. He used to be able to only do it from his feetsies and shoot from the back of his feet, but now he can do it from all parts of his body. He learned how to do other things. What was it? He was recruited by the Hellfire Club to go kill the New Mutants, but then he was supposed to take them down, and then he was told to kill them. He's like, no, I'm not killing them. And then he revolted, and then eventually Xavier's like, oh, okay, you can be the New Mutants now.
Yeah.
And he's from a mine family, a southern mine family. Yeah. Kentucky. So. Yeah, Cannonball. I don't know.
Cool. Thank you.
I go where I wanna go. Jean.
Scott.
Jean?
Scott! I summon the Arctic winds!
No more mutants!
I summon the Arctic winds!
No more mutants!
I summon the Arctic winds!
No more mutants! There's always more gators in the bayou.
Don't get it over!
Welcome to this week's Solving for X. My name is Shawn. I'm your ultimate excavationist.
And I'm something of an X fan myself, Kevin.
Kevin, I just
Yes,
went to
with the pair.
Target and
Ooh,
they
Target.
had the little X-Men 97 figures, and they were all out except for there were 2 left, and I thought nobody wants that one. It was
What was
Cyclops. But then they had the bigger ones, the 10-inch ones, and all they had was a bunch of Wolverines. I was like, that actually surprises me.
Well, rude. I would have bought that Cyclops and been like, it's my friend. It's my favorite.
My friend, his name is Cyclops.
Yes. I have figures over there. I got a Jean one, not 97, but I got a Jean one, a Cyclops one, a Wolverine one, and a Dakin one. And the Beauty Captain America that looks like me.
Ooh,
And Nightwing.
nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I remembered my rant, Kevin. Right before we started recording, I told Kevin, I think I had a rant. Here's my rant. I don't know. I went deep today. Here's my treatment for bringing the X-Men into the MCU. Are you ready for it?
Okay.
All right. Picture this. It's let's say the 90s, early 2000s, and we're at the Xavier Institute, and we're the original 5 X-Men, and Xavier's like, fuck, my old friend Magneto is attacking Cape Citadel. So the X-Men go, and they fight Magneto, but in the battle, people see all the destruction happening and see all the shit going down, and protests start happening that mutants are deadly, and one of the protesters shoots a random mutant, John Proudstar. Yep, I'm adding that in, John Proudstar, who did die in the comics. And Xavier is so grief-ridden by it, he uses his powers to make all of the world forget about mutants. So nobody knows that mutants exist, nobody knows the X-Men exist. So we fast forward maybe 10 years, and Magneto comes back, and the X-Men, he tricks them into going to Krakoa, where they try to fight him. But of course, Krakoa takes them captive. So we get kind of this mini, maybe 20 or 30 minutes of the movie with Xavier recruiting the new mutants, not the new mutants, but Storm, Nightcrawler,
Yeah.
those guys. So then we get a big battle between like the X-Men, Krakoa. Magneto has to kind of join them in a way, but he, of course, is gonna like stab them in the back in the end. That's our big climax. And then as we go into the after credits scene, Cassandra fucking Nova attacks
Ooh,
Professor
girl.
X and reverses his power to hide the mutants. So now everybody knows about mutants again. So now because Xavier made them forget mutants, people hate mutants even more because you fucked with our brains. You hid from us. So now we have like the whole basis of why they were hidden and why people hate them.
See?
It might be a really long movie, but I think it'd be really good. You know. Well, it'd be fun too, because like in our little mini quest of Xavier like recruiting Storm and stuff, we could do a quick like Xavier fight Shadow King when he goes to like recruit Wolverine. Like Wolverine attacks him, and that's when he like takes out parts of Wolverine's brain to like make him docile. Like it would be cool to see like a Professor X Magneto based movie with like us kind of getting to know the mutants around them.
Yeah.
So that's my treatment.
I like that. I have a random thought just now because I thought about it. I've been editing this week's Words of the Witches, and AJ said Shadow Cat, and I just kept thinking,
yeah, me too. Right when she said it, I almost said something. I'm like, I was like, not what? The time, Sean.
I know, because I was thinking it too. So I'm like, see, you're training me with the X-Men brain.
Yay! Well, let's get to our question. Okay. Previously on, who else would you like to see Wolverine team up with in the past in X-Men tasks? Mystique, Namor, North Star, or Winter Soldier.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even look to see who was winning.
Technically, we had one write-in, which they didn't vote, so I didn't really count their write-in, because then I'd have to go calculate the numbers. But it wouldn't change the outcome, though. But this was really close.
Yeah. I'm going to say, who would I say? I'm going to say, I think, I voted for Bucky this time, and he was really low when I voted. I think I'm going to say Mystique.
Okay. So Namor came in dead last with 20%. People just aren't interested in seeing him, which, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, as much as I love Namor, he really doesn't have like a lot of entanglement with Wolverine. So that makes sense.
Right. And we did just see him in Black Panther, so.
Yeah. Technically, the one vote that came through where they didn't vote, they just wrote it in, was for Winter Soldier. So he would have tied with North Star. Both of them around 27%. So those ones got pretty high. People want to see Winter Soldier, North Star. But Mystique won at 30%. Everybody likes Mystique.
Yeah.
I think she's like everybody's favorite person to hate. In the comics, at least.
Right, because she's so self, I guess, about herself and self-servicing. But she's so entertaining when she does it, and she has such an attitude, and people just love to watch her.
Yeah. You know? And, like, she does show, like, it's genius, I think, that Chris Claremont kind of wrote in that Rogue is kind of her biggest weakness, because she does actually care about Rogue. So we like Mystique because she's a human, but we hate her because she's self-serving, like you said.
Yeah.
Well, this was kind of weird because our last episode we talked about Old Soldiers debuted February 22nd. And then there's no X-Men on TV in 1997 until September 6th, Kevin. September 6th. Oh my gosh.
6th. Why the gap?
I don't know. I guess just...
That's crazy.
Maybe
I thought it was over.
Yeah.
I thought it was canceled.
Well, it's weird. When it came back, there were only 3 episodes and it was over.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So weird.
And this one actually aired a week after Descent. So our next week's episode, Descent, had already aired before this one. Yeah.
Oh, goof. Such goofiness.
And I feel like it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things which one came first. So, because these season 5, have you seen, is very like self-contained episodes.
Right. Yeah. Although I feel like the one leading up to the finale should lead into the finale. But if you do it before, it's still going to lead up to finale anyway. So I guess it doesn't matter.
Wait till you see next. Wait till I tell you about it. Oh,
Oh.
it's not random at all.
Oh.
This one was written by Stephen Melching and David McDermott. Shall we get into it, my dear?
Let's do it.
Silence.
Yes, we shall. Silence. Okay. At a dig site, burly men burly about in the dirt. So dirty. Such a dirty, burly man. Underground, a group of miners ride lifts to their dig.
Stop it.
As men jack, hammer
Stop
the ground. A crack form. This is such a dirty little paragraph. I can't help it. A crack forms and causes a cave in. A brave, young, dashing lad runs to the help of a fellow miner. With the help of his dad, the two save the fallen men. I got the black lung pop. The young dude, Sam Guthrie, aka Cannonball, blasts the three of them to safety just as the mine collapses. They don't ever call him Cannonball because he doesn't get this name until after he joins the New Mutants. So very smart of them.
Yeah.
Yes. The miners above ground cheer as Sam flies out with his fellow miners safely in his arms. Look at me fly. Look at my boots are on fire. Because that's what everyone thinks, my boots are on fire, but not really know. I don't know. That's what the sister says. Anyway.
So this is interesting because like he comes up out of the mine and I don't know about you, but my first instinct was, oh no, they're all gonna hate him, but they all like cheer for him.
They're all like, hey. Yeah. So everybody knows. And I going through this, I'm like, everybody knows he's a mutant and they accept him as a mutant, which is at least they don't let it bother them, you know? So it's interesting.
Yeah, I know. I have a lot of thoughts on this episode once we get into it more. What's your history with Cannonball?
Cannonball. I remember him. He was used a lot in Evolution.
Ooh.
He was in Evolution quite a bit. Yeah, he's like a mainstay in Evolution. So I do remember. I think that was my first exposure to him. And I did see him a little bit in the comics, and I knew who he was because of the. I didn't know he was in this show. I don't remember him being in this show. So. And I remember reading some comics, and then, of course, the New Mutants movie, and yeah.
Yeah, I really liked Cannonball when I was younger. I think much like I'm a very simple man, Kevin. I was a very simple boy. Cannonball equals cute, so cute equals Shawn likes him.
Of course, yeah.
And my first exposure to him is I had a cousin who's a few years older than me, and his mom was like spoiling him because he was the first child. So she would buy him like comics and figures, and she would forget what she bought him and buy extras. So he'd give me the extras. So like I very much got brought up reading a lot of like X Factor when it was led by Havoc. And I read a lot of X-Force when it was led by Cable. So that was my exposure to Cannonball and Sunspot. And I really liked them. And, of course, Boom Boom. You can't not love Boom Boom. Yeah. She was Boomer back then.
And she's in Evolution quite a bit, too.
She is. I remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't regret it, but I'm still kind of like, why did you care so much? I wanted Cannonball to be tattooed to me, and my tattoo artist was like, nobody's going to know who he is. I'm like, I don't care. She's like, nobody's going to know who he is. I was like, okay. So Cannonball is not there, but I mean, he's not like top tier for me, so it's not terrible, but I'm like, why did I let him talk me into that?
Yeah.
Oh, well. All right. Después de la Kevin, Sam's dad congratulates him on his heroism. The two awkwardly embrace.
It was super weird.
It was, right?
It's like, good job, son. He's like, it's my own. Oh, me again. Later that day, at the Guthrie farm, Sam's sister Paige,
Podge.
explain, Podge explains the whole ordeal to their mother. She heard from a friend who heard from a friend from his brother's sister's uncle's roommate. Sam explains that he's invincible, but only when he's blasting. I feel that way too, Sam. I do. All right. Sam's mom tells Sam she worries about Sam working the mines. Sam's dad pipes in, but he's interrupted by Mr. Gutland. I called him Wrinkly Pug-Faced Man, and he wants to send Sam away to a better life. Sam tells him, I ain't ready. No, I can't. He asks for more time to think on it. Gurkland says he'll come back in a week.
So, have you heard of Paige Guthrie?
I know a bunch of his siblings are like also mutants, but I don't know all the details.
What? Did you just ask for a history lesson? Sure.
Yes.
Come out, wherever you are.
Don't worry about us, Dingo. I'll make sure we can.
Cameo.
So this is a cameo because Paige Guthrie is Husk. She first appeared in ROM Annual number 1. I don't know a lot about ROM. I was trying to read up on it. He's like a space robot superhero, I think. But there was like a comic where the New Mutants like team up with ROM. And I believe that's when a bunch of kids were like taken hostage and the New Mutants helped save them. And Paige was one of them. But Paige actually, when she gets older, she joins Generation X. And she has a really gross power. She's called Husk because if you think about what a husk is, it's like the outer part on corn, like the corn husk.
Yeah.
So her power is she can tear off her skin or husk herself and be whatever she wants underneath. So she could be stone, metal, whatever.
Gross.
Right? I knew it. But for some reason, I always really liked her. Like, I found her cool, but gross. I feel like out of the Generation X, like she was kind of used for a little bit afterwards, but she's kind of just gone to the wayside. Like the one that's strangely used the most now is Sync, who died back in Generation X, but they brought him back to life, and now he's like a regular. Also, Paige and Sam are usually blonde, so seeing them as brunette was a little bit different.
It was very weird because I always seen Cannibal as this blonde kid, and he was like, you know, I've got the armor bred in me. I'm a Boy Scout. You know, like
yeah. It was weirder to me to see Paige as a brunette than it was for Sam. Because Sam's kind of a dirty blonde anyway, but I don't know. Paige is always very blonde.
Yeah.
Here's your rundown. So there's 10 Guthrie children plus one adopted child. Yeah.
Must be Mormon.
So there's Sam as the oldest, and then Paige. And then there was Josh, or Jay, who's also a mutant named Icarus. So he had red wings and could fly. He got killed, which was sad. There's a lot of sadness in the Guthrie family. There's also Melody, Arrow. So she's like Sam. Like she could fly and manipulate air, but she doesn't do it like blasty so much. Then there was Jebediah. He didn't have like a mutant name, and his power was kind of like Cyclops. Like he could channel electricity like through his eyes and different parts of his body. So he's kind of different from the rest of the family. And then for the non-powered, there's Joelle, Elizabeth, Lewis. Lewis is tragic because Dark Beast was like, hey, Lewis, you want to be a mutant? I'll make you a mutant. So he took like dead mutant cells and put them in Lewis. And Lewis like turned purple and like started bleeding out of his mouth. Like,
oh my God.
Yeah. But he's better now. He's better.
Okay, that's good.
Then there's Sissy. There's an unnamed child.
Sissy That Walk.
Sissy That Walk. And then there's Ray Holder Jr., who was the adopted one. So Sam's dad actually died when Sam was really young. So the kind of events that this episode is based on, Sam's dad was already dead at this point. So like Sam's mom remarried to a guy named Ray, I believe. but Ray and his son were killed in a car. They were trapped in a car and killed by a group of people who hated the Guthries for being mutants.
Oh my god.
I told you, lots of sadness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
I
golly
can't handle
gracious.
this.
Okay.
I can't handle this. I don't like this tragedy.
It's still
Okay.
not as bad as Ultimate Red Skull, though.
That's true. That was really...
All right. Outside, Gurkland sinisterly gets on his phone and tells someone on the other end that Sam isn't going to go for the bait. He tells the other person that it's time to take a much less subtle approach.
Ooh. Ooh. Evilness. Hidden agendas. Meanwhile, at the manor, Gambit and Rogue are playing pool. Gambit is about to win when Beast walks in and fucks up his shot. Gambit loses. Beast shows Rogue, and Rogue looks so bootleg to me. I don't know.
Okay.
Really weird to me.
Yeah.
Beast shows Rose a boot. At first, who's that hoe? Who's that Barbie? I don't know. Beast shows Rogue a story about Sam in the newspaper. Looky here. Rogue decides to go check on Sam to make sure he's okay. Gambit doesn't want her to go. Gambit offers to come along. Rogue tells him she needs a vacation from him and bounces.
So I guess I already know my answer. I put a question here. What do you think of Rogue's ice cream hair?
Yeah, a dollop of daisy.
There were even some parts where I feel like Rogue looked more Asian than Jubilee.
Yeah.
I was like, what did you do to her? And this is Tony Daniels' Gambit again, but I feel like his voice wasn't as crazy.
Yeah, I could tell it was different, but he seemed to settle in it better.
Yeah. He wasn't all over the place.
The first one he must have been like, maybe, or he's just like, yeah, he didn't know. He just kind of he's like, I guess he's a French guy. He's Cajun. I'm like, okay, this is what I think it is. And then like, no. And he's like, okay, I'll do better.
Yeah. Meanwhile, at Cumberland General Store, men are talking when a stranger starts asking about mutants. He starts twisting a yarn about a mutant in these here parts who was working as a farmhand when suddenly all the cows on the farm died of radiation poison. The man tells the story, then leaves suddenly, partner.
He's like, do you know mutants around here? He's like, just the Guthrie boy, whatever. He's the only one. We know him. And he's like, but this guy, his cows died from radiation. He's like, what? The cows? Oh, blasted mutants. I hate them now. It's like, all right.
You know what it's giving me? Did you ever see Bat Boy the musical?
I know it, yes.
It's giving me
never
another
saw
dead
it, but I know
cow.
it. Oh. I know the soundtrack, but I never saw the show.
Oh, I saw the show, I think, twice. I love that show. I wish people
you
did
see
it
everything.
more. I see everything.
It's happening. It's coming. I have friends in it now. I have friends doing it now.
Is it? You're in it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not in it, no, but friends are in it that I know.
Oh.
So, I don't know.
Oh.
Love me, bad boy. All right, here we go. Over at Dan's Diner, the little burger joint is popping. A rando walks in and tells a rando in a Punisher shirt that he saw his girl with shitty with Sam Guthrie. That mutant freak Punisher shirt gets all angry. He's like, my girl cheating on me with that mutant freak. Not my shitty. Oh.
It's sad because I feel like this is still happening. Like,
oh my gosh, absolutely.
Gun control? What you mean gun control? Look at them drag queens.
Well, that's the thing. It's crazy to me how everyone in this town went from knowing about his powers and accepting them, or at least being like cool with it, and just being is so super easily scared into bigotry. Like this sowing this doubt is in people's minds. Like these are definitely feeble minds. Not very well educated people, or just run on their emotions. But this is exactly what Republicans do today, and
Yeah.
it's how acts like this still flourish in the past. They just seed fear and doubt in all these people, and they quickly turn on a dime when they know it doesn't affect them.
True. So, do you think, does this episode, I'm trying to like frame this because this question just came into my mind, but does this episode frame, like, let's say Kentucky people in a good light? Like, is it making them all look stupid, or do you think they like balance it?
I think of it more not like Kentucky, but just like the town, because it's like a small town, and I think, unfortunately, a lot of small towns are like this. They almost all, it's like herd mentality. They all think alike, because I don't think you can survive in a small town if you're different like that. That's why people who are smart kind of move out of there as quickly as they can.
That's true.
Because I'm from Wisconsin, and there's lots of small little Wisconsin towns like this that are backwater, crazy Hickville. Like, it's scary, and I don't. It's just because that's what they're raised to believe. That's what everyone around them thinks, and they can't falter from that.
Mm-hmm. That's very true. One thing, I just watched through all of Modern Family. I've been meaning to do it for a while because I've seen a lot of episodes, but I wanted to watch every single one. And one thing that Jesse Tyler Ferguson talked about in like the special is how, I think it was him, somebody on the show talked about how their church was very like anti-gay. But then when they saw Modern Family, like they had someone to look at as like, oh, this is an actual gay person. Like they're just a person. Like they have issues raising children. They get in fights. Like they're not just, the stereotypical gay. So the church actually like started a conversation about like, maybe we shouldn't hate on gay people. So all that to say, like, I think that's why a lot of these small towns, like, they're not exposed to the differences, so they don't see them as people. It's easier to like dehumanize what you don't know or understand.
Exactly. To them, it's just like a foreign concept. They know the idea of it, and that's it. They don't really know the reality of it.
Exactly. All right. Back at the Guthrie farm, someone is at the door. Paige offers to get the door. It's a beautiful woman with ice cream hair.
Although, I gotta say, she did not even get the door. She opened it. She's like, oh, hello, pretty lady. And then Rogue's like, let me walk into your house.
Yeah, she did. She just
like, okay,
walked right
rude.
in. Rude. So, beautiful woman with ice cream hair, Miss LeBeau. Rogue, who is not Miss LeBeau, goes on a walk with Sam. While talking, Sam tells Rogue that Kirkland wants him to sign up for a government program. It's like a Peace Corps for people with powers. Yeah. Sam tells Rogue he's thought about going with Kirkland, but he doesn't want to leave home. As the two walk back to the farm, strange men in suits lurk in the bushes. And take their pictures.
Ooh. Yeah.
I found this very like fortune telling almost, because 20 years later, like Rogue is Mrs. LeBeau, so she made it. She willed it into being.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, that's not my power, but okay. Well, it can be if I touch you and you have that power.
There you go.
Back at Dan's diner, Rogue calls home to the manor. She reports back to Beast about Sam. She tells Beast that Sam just wants to be left alone to live his life here in Kentucky. When Rogue tells Beast about Kirkland and the government programs, like, yeah, he talked about this, like, Peace Corps thing. Oh. And Beast is like, I should look into that. Let's get suspicious. He hasn't heard. It's like, I haven't heard of anything like that before. He tells Rogue he'll look into it.
What did you think of Beast's redesign? I feel like he was even more different in this episode.
Yeah, I mean, he's less like dimensional. Like, he's more like blue all over. I mean, he's always blue all over, but like, I feel like it's like more of the same color. Usually he has like dark blues, and there's like his facial hair is different, and here it's just like all the same.
Yeah, he looked more like humanoid to me, less monstery.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on a train, an army man reports back to Gurkland on seeing Rogue with Sam. They have identified her as an X-Man and don't like her talking to Sam. Gurkland orders Rogue to be dealt with.
Ooh, the skull! Drat the skull!
I find the name Gurkland very, odd. Why Gurkland? Why not Kirkland?
That's Costco.
I know, but he's not based on any characters in the
Oh, really?
comics, so they could have named him anything, and they named him Gurkland.
Maybe it's because he's like a pickle. He's a gherkin, and he's a Gurkland pickle.
Stop it!
I don't know.
Such a pickle.
Oh, you're such a dill pickle.
Wow.
That's Rugrats. Never mind. All right, back at the manor. Beast types away on his keyboard. He gets angry on hitting yet another dead end. Just then, Professor X and Gambit enter the room. Beast tells them he located an empty building Gurkland's operation seems to be connected to, but nothing else. It's an empty building. Ooh. Beast decides they need someone to collect some info, but clandestinely. Beast sends Gambit to do what he do best.
Mon ami.
You.
Later in the city, Gambit sneaks a boot. He unceremoniously and unsneakily finds his way into the building. Right when he decides this mission is way too easy, Gambit is attacked by robots and taken captive. Gurkland tells Gambit he knows he won't talk. Gurkland offers Gambit the opportunity to join their team against his will. Gurkland shows Gambit a mutant that was experimented on and turned into a puppet. Puppet!
Yeah, he's like, this... Oh, puppets! He's like, this mutant is not much to be excited about. But look, we'd have to do his power.
So I feel
What a
like
sad specimen.
we could have easily put the Benny Hill music behind Gambit sneaking, because he flips and rolls on the rooftop, but then he falls on his butt, and then he breaks the door open and there's a camera watching him. I'm like, you are the worst sneak ever.
Right.
First you lose that pool to Rogue, and then you can't even do your one job right.
I thought you were a thief. Some thief you are.
I just never realized how janky they made Gambit in this TV show.
Yeah, I mean he was pretty cool in the beginning, but by the end it's like, you're just as bad as Jubilee. Back in Cumberland,
Stop it.
car full of a car full of angry hicks in Cumberland drives up to Sam and Paige. It's Punisher Trick Guy, and he wants to kick Sam's ass for making time with Shelley.
Shelley.
It's like, you been seeing Marco Shelley? Ooh. I just always love the way they said that name. Sam is confused since he didn't make time with no Shelley. The mutant hating good old boys say some ignorant things, then drive away in their truck. Sam gets mad and blasts after them. He's like, we're sorry. Oh, we're sorry. He grabs the truck and speeds it up. After the boys say, they're sorry, Sam releases the truck and sends them careening into trash cans. They spin out in the equivalent to Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Ooh. Ooh. Sam's like, to Buckingham, we go. Okay, whatever. Sam returns the page and they go home.
Aw. I think this has always been funny. If it were me, I'd go to Shelley first. I'd be more mad at Shelley than I would Sam.
But that's the way they always go after the guy in every one of these things.
Mm-hmm. Back at the clandestine hideout, Gambit is strapped down and ready to be operated on. Play doctor. A nurse begins to shave a small bit of his hair off. The doctors are about to operate when they fall asleep. Enter Beast and Xavier to the rescue.
And I love cutting strands of Janie's hair and rolling them up into little Janie hairballs.
Ew.
That's from Not Another Teen Movie.
Okay.
But that's what this reminded me of.
I just love the scene where Chris Evans makes a banana split.
That was my first, I think, like known attraction to guys. I was like, I saw them like, oh, and I thought it was like, at first I'm just like, I want to be like that, but the more I thought about it, like, oh no, I actually really liked it. It's like, it's not a sundae, it's a banana split. I don't like those either, but really I do.
Really, I do. I've always wondered, like, how did they keep the banana in?
I thought about like, oh, how do you keep the banana in?
You can see like the size of his legs, can't you? Like he's not wearing anything.
Yeah, right. They probably attached it to something, and like maybe it's like a suction cup.
Yeah,
or they yeah. I mean, they wouldn't have stuck it in there. It wouldn't have stayed.
No, yeah, I doubt that.
Fell apart.
There'd probably be like so much red tape to like get permission to put a banana in an actor's
I know.
ass.
Right. Oh my god. It had to be. It probably wasn't even a real banana. It had to be. It's like something that's like more, I don't know, structurally sound.
Yeah.
What a weird tangent we just got on.
Do I have any bananas? I'm gonna try this.
Is it me? Yes. In the mines of Cumberland, a group of yellow-clad goons scour the mines. A man tells them the supports in the mine were weakened by a mutant, which caused the cave-in to happen. He asks if there were any mutants in the area, and one of them points out Sam is there. It must be his fault. He's the only one, but really all of his siblings are mutants too, pretty much, so he's not the only one.
Not yet. His oldest sibling is Paige, and she's not a teenager yet.
That's right. She's not. How old is she? 9?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they said, but she looks young.
Yeah, around that.
Back at the Guthrie farm, Sam comes barreling into the house. He calls Kirkland and tells him he's ready to join the program.
Yeah.
That's it.
Get with the program, dude. Gambit, Xavier, and Beast show up in Cumberland to meet up with Rogue. Xavier asks Rogue where Sam is. She tells him Sam is probably at home. Why? Xavier tells her about Kirkland's experiments and tells Rogue they need to get to Sam immediately. At the Guthrie farm, a mob has appeared out front of the little house. The miners are calling for Sam to come out. Sam's dad, Edward, I've given him a name. It's just Edward, Kevin, comes out to try to talk to his fellow miners down. Desperate, Edward tells the mob, if you want a mutant, there's a mutant. He points to the now fully gathered yet subtle spandex-wearing mutant team of X-Men we all know and love who happen to be standing behind the mob. The mob goes after the X-Men. And I thought he was pointing at themselves at first. Like, look at yourselves. You're a mutant, too, or whatever. But, like, oh, okay. Yeah, this was a dick move. Like, the X-Men are there to help, and he's like, go after them. Go get them. There. Yeah. They can, I mean, they can probably fight you off better than I can, so maybe that's why, but still. Yeah. That's true. But it was kind of random that they're all just there. Like, half of them really random. Or more just didn't talk. And then they're like, let's back up. Oh, back up. They're so scary with their fire. Like, oh. Further away in oh my gosh, this is everywhere. In Cumberland, a helicopter follows closely to a train. Kirkland and Sam are inside the copter with a rando. Sam still isn't sure about leaving his family. Gurkland tries to tell Sam that X-Men are terrorists. He's like, I know these X-Men. They're a good group. Oh, Sam doesn't believe him since he's seen Xavier and Beast on TV with the president. They can't be terrorists if they're with the president. Gurkland tells Sam, but they are terrorists, Sam. But they are, Sam. And Sam goes to help stop them. Oh, and Sam's going to help stop them. You better do it. Gurkland pulls on gas mask, and then he pulls a lever, and all this gas comes out. Sets up a gas tank, and it's supposed to Sam is to knock out when he activates his power and flies away. So what was this gas? This was something that made his power erupt, but made him not in control of it.
No, I think it was fart gas, and that's why it was green.
Oh,
No.
fart gas.
It's knockout gas, and then Sam just happened to use his powers.
Which knocks him out of it.
Yeah. So I think
Gotcha.
the way I interpret it is he used his powers in time and turned invincible so that the gas wouldn't hurt him, and he was able to fly away.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. So he flies away. Robots explode up from the train and follow Sam. They're like, get him!
Get him! Blah, 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 blah. Back at you keep getting Cumberland, and I keep getting the Guthrie farm. Back at the Guthrie farm, the mob is closing in on the X-Men when Sam shows up. He warns everyone that he's being chased by robots that are trying to kidnap him.
And they're like, prove it!
Prove it! We don't believe you! Just then, the robots attack, proving it. The X-Men leap into action to protect Sam and the citizens. Gurkland watches on a screen from afar. He sends in a big dude, a big hulky-looking dude.
It looked like Green Hulk Voldemort, or or Skullmaster from Mighty Max.
Or there's actually a character in DC that looks similar to that too. I forget his name.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like if we still had Larry Houston, this creature would have been someone where we'd be like cameo. But since we don't have Larry Houston, this is an
It's
original
just a generic
character.
whatever.
Yeah.
Oh.
Eric referred to the creature in his notes as Unit 1, but that's as much as I could find.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The mutated mutant Unit 1 breaks free from his cage and attacks the X-Men. Or does he? He pretty much just gets overpowered and falls over. Yeah. And then turns back into a person. Lame.
In sexy little spandexies.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah. There you are. You're in your sexy little spandexies in Cumberland.
Stop it.
Beast comes to check on the mutants as he reverts to sexy panty guy. Sam blasts off. He blasts off over sexy panty guy. Oh, in chase of the helicopter.
Oh.
Mm.
Back at the train. At least it's not the fucking farm again. Sam catches up and flies directly into it, exploding it. Sam salutes the soldiers as they exit the downed train. Gurkland announces to his men that the X-Men have just become their top priority to defeat. So apparently this was like a rule in cartoons, especially in the 90s. You had to show people like surviving. So this is very much like, yeah. I have a theory though, Kevin. Kevin, would you like my theory? Okay, I'll tell you.
Yeah, cool.
I feel like this is a big setup for X-Men 97 because Val Cooper works for like a branch of the government that specializes in mutants. So the fact that this is like a shadow branch of the government, I feel like this could totally lead into like Val Cooper and her branch.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Neat.
You've heard it here first, as well as my treatment of X-Men in the MCU.
Back at the Guthrie farm, Rogue and the X-Men say their goodbyes to Sam and the Guthries. Xavier invites Sam to live with them at the manor. At the manor! Sam rejects the offer. His place is with his family.
Aww.
Yeah, but they're like, so sad you have to move. Oh my God. He's like, yeah, I've been here my whole life. All my friends, all my shenanigans. Ooh, but so sad.
So sad. And then we see Sam calls Rogue Mrs. LeBeau in front of Gambit.
And I see Gambit's little face, little look there. Ooh.
He's excited by it.
What does he say? Doesn't he say like when's the wedding or something? He said something. What
When's
was
the
it?
honeymoon?
Oh, it's the honeymoon. Yeah, that's what it was.
He's like, fuck the wedding. I just want to fuck you. When's the honeymoon?
I know. Oh my gosh.
All right, so this is mostly an original story. It does call back heavily, like we talked about, to Sam's origins, because he did manifest his powers while he was a minor, and there was a cave-in, so that's how he survived. His dad had died from, I believe, the black lung, which he got from mining, and he and he
I was
did.
like, I called it.
You did. He saved Mr. Lewis in the mines, who I think this episode's calling back to. It just so happens he saves his dad also, but his dad was already dead, like we said. And then you mentioned Sam was recruited by Donald Pierce to fight the New Mutants, but then he ended up joining the New Mutants. So I feel like this is kind of their nod to like someone trying to recruit Sam, but him being too smart to go with them.
Right.
Yeah. So Kevin, is this episode extreme, expected, or X out?
I gave it expected, mostly because this is a plot we've seen time and again. It's like, the new kid in his powers, the bigotry of the people. It's like we've seen this a lot in X-Men. And I mean, not that it's bad, like it's going to keep happening. It's not like it's going to go away. But I feel like if you're going to do it, it needs to be pushed up a notch to make it more. That looked like fisting. Sorry. But yeah, just give it more oomph. So I gave it expected.
Yeah, because we did kind of see the same story with the Friends of Humanity all the way back in season 2. They kind of did this whole thing where they were setting people up. So it's like similar, but a little different to me because we're kind of seeing it on a more base level. But I'm going to echo you on expected. I do really like this episode because it has Cannonball. But yeah, it didn't really like do anything completely new or different. It's kind of, what we've seen. So I'll agree with you. Who is the MXP?
I gave it to Cannonball, obviously, because he's like the star of the show. It's really nice to see him for one. It's really nice to see his powers. And he's such like a good kid. Like he's so like clean cut and so like, oh, let's go a toting on the farm. Like such a family man. Like, I don't know, but just super nice and super respectful of everybody. He's always like the yes ma'am, no sir kind of, he always respects his elders, but he knows when things are up, so he's wise. Yeah, he's doing lots of good things.
Yeah, I think the scene I appreciate the most is when he puts together, like, wait, I've seen Xavier and Beast, like, on TV. Like, they're not bad. Like, he rationalizes himself based on knowledge that he has obtained that, wait a minute, you seem like the bad guy. Yeah.
I'm not going to be brainwashed by everything you say and just take it as fact,
Yeah. And what sucks in this day and age is, like, you can't really say that so much anymore because just because you see someone with a president, it depends on what president and what that president has done and if they've been like indicted on a bunch of charges, but for some reason they're still allowed to run for office. But anyway.
So true. The president used to be somebody that represented, a certain degree of class and a certain degree of integrity. And now you can't even rely on that.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's really sad.
On a lighter note, what's the X Factor?
I put new mutant introductions because we've never seen him before. It's more than a cameo. He's the star of the show. It's almost like his own little origin story in the series, and that's something that's X-Men will continue to do and consistently does with new characters. So yeah.
Yeah, and I put just the introduction to the Guthrie family because they've been such a big part of X-Men since like the early 80s. And it's funny the way they've been kind of introduced over time, like they've all been shown from an early time, but then over time we've gotten like, oh, and then there's Paige, oh, and then there's Jay. Like we get a little bit more about each of them as time has gone on. So they've become such like a staple, and there's so many of them. Like, even one of the sisters who's a human even, like, joined an anti-mutant cause once only because she was jealous of Paige and Sam for having powers.
Yeah.
But then when they try to hurt Paige and Sam, she's like, "Fuck you guys! I didn't know it was gonna go that far."
Like, I just
So
want to be like the. It's like just teach my sibling a lesson. Like it's very like innocent.
So yeah, I like that we at least get to see the beginnings of the Guthrie family, and I hope we get to see more of them in '97.
Yeah.
So for previously on Kevin, I want to know, which New Mutant do you like the most? Do you like Cannonball? Do you like Sunspot? Do you like Magic? Or do you like Wolfsbane?
Oh gosh, which one do I like the most?
I know, I really like 3 of those a lot.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to, because I don't think she's gonna get the attention of some of the other ones. I'm gonna give it to Wolfsbane, Rain.
Oh, Rain, yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow I kind of thought you'd say Rain. I don't know why. But I'm going to give it to Magic.
I knew. That's who I knew you'd pick too.
I love her so much. Oh, what if she's the new character in X-Men 97? The one that what's her name is gonna voice. Oh, that'd be fucking amazing. I doubt it though. That'd be a lot of characters. But they are bringing in Sunspot. Sunspot's in it, so
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Rain Sinclair.
Oh yeah, she's already been in it.
She has been in it. She had a cameo. Yeah. I've seen her.
Yeah.
She's also in New Mutants with oh yeah, it's all the New Mutants. Never mind.
Oh.
I'm like, wait. Oh yeah, she was in that movie.
Good job.
Thank you.
All right. So next up, our next episode is Descent. What do you think Descent is about? So easy.
I think of that stupid Descent movie where they go into the caves and all these white gross monsters come out of them and then covered in the blood. Anyway. I don't know. Descent into Madness. Multiverse of Madness. People and villains are coming.
So Eric Lewald said he was surprised that this episode got greenlit because it's the only episode out of this whole series that doesn't feature any of the X-Men.
What?
And yet a lot of people, including me, really like this episode. It's a good one.
I mean, is it? Oh, so it's probably like a backstory then. Has to be from the past. In the past. So we're gonna see how things developed. Okay.
Also, something that's cool about this episode, I guess we're getting to that point anyway, so I'll just say it. Something that I like doing in my book, Witch's Brew, on Amazon, I like to bring in like historical figures and weave them into fiction, and we get 2 real people weaved into this next episode, which is pretty cool.
How fun.
Yes. And you can find my book on Sean Perrette on Instagram, along with my Tethos and any other links you need. Where can they find you, Kevin?
Wow, we got this so fast.
I know.
Well, you can find me at my personal Instagram, KGZ87, or the other podcast where we're covering the Charm comics, Words of the Witches. Yeah.
Magic School. Hollowell School.
Hallowell Academy.
That's what it is. All right. Thank you for listening, Sexy Xy's. We'll see you next week for Descent.
Descent into Madness.
Descent.